So it was about this time 2 years ago that I had my mind completely made up about the Robots in Disguise cartoon. It claimed to be a continuation of Prime, but it didn't feel like a continuation of Prime. And it was about a team led by Bumblebee, trapped on Earth. And to cement my opinion even further, they took my favorite line continuity character and made him into this kid-friendly, bumbling idiot. How could you do it? How could you ruin my favorite character like that? Grimlock's aside, there was just a checkbox in my brain that said, this is not for me. That was just completely marked off. Especially because up until that point, the only toys that they had announced were Legion class guys. And as much as I love a small figure, if that was going to be the whole show, then I knew even more so that it wasn't for me. But then they announced a new line of figures, a new class that's vaguely deluxe-ish, the Warrior class. It looked neat enough. I mean, at least the show was getting decent representation for their toys, because a lot of the Legion ones, they didn't really look like they held up. When they announced that first Warrior class wave, I mean, you had Bumblebee, and you had the new girl character, and you had the green Grimlock that I just had to have because I freaking love Grimlock. The Decepticon that they gave us, I didn't really care for it. It was a blue truck that turned into a blue guy with a wolf head that couldn't stand unless he put his tail down all the way. So again, it was just RiD's not for me. I mean, I got Grimlock, but then as time went on, they started releasing more and more Decepticons, and that is what I'm here to talk about. The RiD Decepticons so far have been just great. Just everything I've wanted from Transformers for the last few years. So the first RiD Decepticon I picked up was the Fallen. Yeah, I got the special masked version because that was the first one that I could pick up. And he's good and all. He is a decent figure, but he's not the reason I love the RiD Decepticon so far. Not long after Megatronus hit shelves, there was another RiD Decepticon that I had to pick up just because he looked so great. And he really was. And Fracture here he's still not the reason why I love the RiD Decepticons. But this was one of the best toys I've picked up so far this year. It's just solid, it's really great, but again, it's not the reason why I'm loving the RiD Decepticons. But it was this guy that got me looking into the show characters, hitting up the wiki, and finding out what those guys look like. But then they started revealing other Decepticons in Warrior class that made me realize I just want them all. I want them all. So looking on the wiki, I noticed that every single Decepticon, except for Fracture, because I can't figure it out, had some kind of animal influence. They were a robot with some clear animal homage, and a vehicle, and I really dug that. And most of them were brand new characters. That is the key point to all of this, is that they were brand new characters. Oh, I love this. I love this so much because that is the thing that I had been starving for so long. That's the reason I loved Rook so much from the Defensor set. It's because he was new. It was something new and different, something we haven't seen from Transformers in a long time. Because Combiner Wars and Titan's Return has not been leaving very many gaps for new characters. They tried. They tried with Windblade and Victorion, but I really, really want some more brand new characters, brand new designs, brand new ideas, showing fresh. And these RiD Decepticons are doing it so well. Especially with these last two that I picked up. Quillfire and Thunderhoof. These guys are so great. It is so refreshing to have these brand new characters to interact with, to read about, to get to know. I mean, I still haven't watched the show yet, but I want to. I want to because I keep seeing all these new characters, and the thing is, there's no Decepticon leader. From what I can tell. I could be wrong, but from what I've read, there is no Decepticon leader. And pretty much all the Decepticons that aren't buds with each other are trying to take control of the Decepticons. And each one has a different reason to stake their claim on the group. I think this is great. I think this is a great idea. And it may be executed very poorly in the cartoon. It might be, but I still really dig it. I really do, and it's great for headcanon. And with this, the theatrical anarchist and your classical space gangster, I just want them to keep this up. Especially because Thunderhoof, like, in addition to being just a really unique robot design with a really decent gun and great posability. I mean, awkward arms, but his posability is still really great for being, like, a line that is geared towards being a budget kid's toy. Just top-notch stuff. But it gets so much better than this. He turns into a tractor. He turns into a tractor. A refreshingly new character with an incredibly unique transformation that turns into a, as far as I know, never before used alt mode. I am over the moon for this guy. This is great. This is wonderful. Again, the RiD Decepticons so far have been great. Just mind-blowingly good. Like, way better than I ever thought they could be. I mean, Fracture, like I said earlier, Fracture is one of the best figures I've picked up this year. And, like, he's missing things that I would want more than anything on a Transformer, but he's still so good because he's not everything else. I mean, you can have your twin-bladed Titan Master helicopter, but he just feels like like Transformers. It's like this is what I can expect from Transformers. And also, you know, I had to get the Beast Wars Scorponok reference because this one is great as well. I didn't really want to talk that much about Scorponok and Paralon because, I mean, they transform the same way that every other Scorponok has ever transformed before. This one is a clear homage to Beast Wars. Scorponok he doesn't look like G1 Scorponok, but it's not the refreshing, unique take on a character that I'm getting with the rest of these guys. But coming up next, there is a crab named Bisque that turns into a sports car that I want more than anything right now. I can't wait to find Bisque. This is why I love the RiD Decepticons, and I want to get more. I want them to keep making more, and why, after, the Gold Armor G1 Grimlock, I don't care about the Autobots. Just keep more. Just more Decepticons. Make them more unique, more crazy, more wonderful. I'll see you guys later. Bye!